What is period itch? You don't need a glow up for your vulva. What is an external vagina? I was just waiting for someone to make a confetti for my vulva. Hey y'all, welcome back. I'm Mama Dr. Jones, a board certified ObGyn and mom to 4, and today we're talking about Vagisil. Earlier this week, a conversation started on Twitter and Instagram and all over the internet about Vagisil and one of their newer marketing campaigns that's targeted specifically at teens. I do want to start out this video by saying that if you like their products and other kind of period products that we're going to talk about in this video, and they don't bother you, they probably aren't inherently dangerous. That is not the point. But there are some big problems with them, and even bigger problems with the way they're being marketed. Targeting teens is a new kind of low. Teens tend to be at the most self-conscious point in their life. And that's not to say every teen is self-conscious, but my experience as a teen is that you're growing into your body and sometimes it's weird. And I think that this campaign really kind of takes that and goes, how can we capitalize monetarily on the fact that we know teens might have a little bit of self-consciousness, especially around their period? Because of many reasons, just your body is changing, the lack of sex ed and menstrual ed and all of these things that don't happen and should, and then just cultural taboos around discussing your period. Well, when you take all of these things and put them together and go, how can we make money off that? That is predatory. When I see it being done to adults, I still don't like it. I think it's gross, but it's so much worse when you're targeting teens. Dr. Jennifer Gunter, who's someone I've looked up to for a long time, has also been talking about this a lot, and actually that's where I saw the initial campaign discussing this. She tweeted out, "I'm doing some basic internet sleuthing, and LinkedIn apparently has some value, careful what you brag about. It seems Vagisil plans to reach younger consumers via Instagram, TikTok, and social media influencers. That is a problem." A lot of this I'm just going to put up on the screen here while I'm talking about it, but first we're going to talk about basically their very front page of their website. They start with OMV by Vagisil, the intimate care line that's all about your glow up. So you'll see throughout this campaign that they are specifically taking language that Gen Z uses on TikTok and other places on the internet and using that to bring in attention by trying to seem cool, which I just find super cringy. Intimate care line is, first off, I don't like that wording, but who cares? If we even just ignore that, there's bigger problems to address here. All about your glow up. You don't need a glow up for your vulva. And they go on to say, "Our wash, wipes, and serum are here to make life a little easier, fresher, and smoother with a bit of confetti thrown in for fun." I was just waiting for someone to make a confetti for my vulva. This one is absolutely my favorite on the website. It says, "The gang's all here. Period itch and new smells are all normal, but they don't have to mess with your vibe." What is period itch? That's not normal. If you have itching during your period, the most likely cause of that is some artificially fragranced product that you're using that your skin doesn't like. Vagisil is gonna fix that by giving you more products that will probably worsen the problem? No. Period itch is not normal. If you're itching during your period, you need to talk to your doctor so we can figure out why. This is absolutely blowing my mind. Our wipes, washes, and serums were designed with the help of girls like you so that you can feel comfortable and confident in class or out on the field. I have a message for Vagisil. Girls can feel comfortable and confident in class or out on the field without your products. If you need something to freshen up after a workout because you were sweaty and you have to go back to class, then you can just use plain water and a washcloth. If that's not enough or you like the convenience of the wipes, that's fine, as long as they don't irritate you, but they do have the potential to do that. So that's why I never recommend these. Personally, I recommend against any kind of scented anything on the vulva, just unscented, simple, gentle soap. I would much rather you use something like water wipes than something with all these artificial artificial fragrances in them. Then if you go over to their Instagram, there is so much grifting. Anything that they can latch onto as a popular topic right now that will make them look like they're actually supporting teens while they're throwing this stuff in their face is on their Instagram. One of the first things that was brought to my attention is this post that says, "Periods come with the power of the moon and are a part of bringing life into the world." No, that's just simply not the case. Are there cultures that associate menstrual cycles with lunar cycles. Yes. I just like, if that was my culture and I saw Vagisil trying to make money by using this inappropriately without even explaining the cultural significance, I would be pissed. But additionally, I really feel like we should be teaching teens the science behind what is actually going on with their period, not saying your period is moon power. If that's a part of your culture, that is perfectly fine. I have found that most people who include that in their cultural beliefs also are very, very, very educated on the physiology of their actual cycle as well. So I just don't like that they're taking that and saying moon power without any cultural significance in order to make an ad. It makes me very uncomfortable. And then they go on to say they're part of bringing life into the world. Periods are a normal part of your life, but you don't have to bring life into the world. And there are plenty of people who have periods and don't want to bring life into the world, and plenty of people who have periods and can't bring life into the world. As much as they say all over their pages that they're trying to get away from stereotypes and normalize periods and things like that, these are the things that ingrain that kind of thinking into people. And when you're targeting it to teens who maybe haven't even yet had a chance to learn the actual information about menstrual cycles, you're making it worse. All you need to wash your vulva is water and unscented plain soap. Only on the outside, nothing inside the vagina. That's all you need. That's all you need to stay fresh. This is so unnecessary to tell teens that they can't feel clean and confident without buying this product. It is inherently solidifying these weird ideas about being on your period being dirty, and that is so far from the truth. Vanilla clementine scented OMV all day fresh wash smells like confidence. Your vulva is not supposed to smell like an orange dreamsicle, and if there's any kind of strong odors or bothersome smells, you need to see a doctor, not cover it up with vanilla clementine stuff. Then they have this advertising with a bright orange scrub brush, which, like, are you suggesting they use a scrub brush on their vulva? Please don't do that. Maybe they're selling it because it's an all-over Vagisil wash, but like nobody buys Vagisil to wash their armpits. Why are you selling it with a scrub brush? I don't understand. I am utterly confused. All right, now we jump into the very actual problematic part. Have a funk-free period, get freshness to go, and ditch bikini itch with new OMB, wash, wipes, and serum. There is no such thing as period funk. All you have to do is just normal hygiene. Water, unscented soap, in the shower, shower each day. That's all you need. Period funk is not a thing. It's not a thing. And if you feel like something's going on because there's an odor that is abnormal, you need to talk to your doctor. Which brings me to my next point, which is Vagisil responding to someone who brought up this concern. Our goal is to normalize conversations about periods and all things body. Awesome. I am so on board with that. In fact, we worked with teens, including athletes, to develop this line based on the unique needs they expressed to us concerning odor. No. If a teen sits down with you and says, I have an odor that I'm worried about, you don't go, we're going to make a dreamsicle scented soap for your vulva. How's that sound? Horrible. That sounds horrible. If you have an odor, talk to your doctor. Every vulva, every vagina has a normal scent. It shouldn't be overpowering or strong, and nobody else notices it unless something's going on that you need to get checked out. Certainly, I would never recommend that you cover it up with dreamsicle spray. They don't actually sell spray. Wipes, whatever. They do sell spray in their adult line, but in their teen line, there's no sprays. They have vulva dry shampoo in their adult line. Like, what? Nobody needs dry shampoo for their vulva. I'm sorry, this is insane. We mixed vanilla and clementine for a creamsicle scent that's sweet and citrusy. It's perfect for an intimate care glow up. Can we please stop with the glow up stuff? Like, your vulva doesn't need a glow up. It's fine like it is, I promise. And if it's not fine, go to a doctor. That's why we're here. We don't want you to cover it up with dreamsicle stuff. Blah. No sweat, sunshine, glow as you go with OMV's gynecologist tested and fresh scented products. Show me your gynecologist. I just want to talk to her. Thanks for taking the time to stop by and share your opinion. However, our intimate health line of products are designed for external vaginal use. What is an external vagina? That's not a thing. You're talking about the vulva. The vagina is on the inside. There is not an external vagina. Please stop doing this. You can't tell me you want to normalize periods and normalize body parts and then call it an external vagina. Make it stop. While we've heard the vagina takes care of itself, we have found that the vagina is not a self-cleaning oven. Vaginal health can be affected by so many different factors, and occasionally maintenance is required. No, the vagina is a self-cleaning oven. Don't ever put any cleaning products inside of it. Please make this stop. Using certain soaps or body washes can cause vaginal pH imbalance. Yes, it can. Our products are specifically designed for your vaginal area to help maintain a healthy pH balance. Stop saying that. Why are they pretending that they want to normalize vaginas and body parts and periods and stuff, and then using the wrong words, which is not only just annoying, but misleading. If you keep saying these are for vaginal health, people are going to put the products in their vagina. It's going to happen. This is confusing marketing. Don't put these in your vagina. Please don't ever put them in your vagina. And I commented on one of their posts on Instagram. They deleted my comment. And then I didn't even notice. Someone said, hey, they deleted your comment. And I thought, well, that's weird. So I went and looked. Sure enough, it was gone. And they said, we deleted her comment due to foul language. I know some foul language, and it definitely applies here, but I didn't use it in your Instagram post. I said this is BS and predatory marketing towards teenagers, and it is. And that's not foul language, it's the truth. I'm sorry if you don't like it. They must also really not have liked getting any feedback from all of you, because they turned off comments on every post on the Vagisil and the It's OMV Instagram pages. So that's why I took this here. I was gonna keep it there and we were gonna just chat about it on Instagram, but since they won't let us and they wanna silence us, we'll bring it here where they can. Why should you just take my word for it? I've also brought in a few of my friends. I'm going to play through a couple of my favorite gynecology experts on the internet, and I will link all their social medias in the comments down below.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jen Gunter. Hey Vagisil, the 1700s is calling. They want their misogyny back. They're using words like period funk. What it does is capitalize on the misogynistic messaging that there's something inherently wrong or dirty with the reproductive tract, and there isn't. They're exploiting the gaps created by the patriarchy, and they should be ashamed of themselves for saying, when health professionals like me and when concerned people speak up, that what we're doing is chatter. Stay tuned, Vagisil. There's a lot more chatter coming.
Dr. Marta Perez here, another board-certified OBGYN and YouTuber who is mad at Vagisil. There are so many reasons Vagisil should be ashamed of themselves for marketing them to young people. Young people need to know their bodies are normal and healthy. They do have legitimate concerns. They should be comfortable talking to their doctor about them.
Teenagers are already going through so much. Then you throw in this product, which is specifically targeted to them. And Vagisil uses words like period funk and staying fresh. These young people who are already feeling a little uncertain in their body, they get the message, oh, okay, I'm dirty unless I use your products. That is predatory and so damaging. Going after teens specifically, that's dirty.
Vulvas have been shamed for being dirty since the beginning of time, and this predatory marketing practice is exactly why this idea continues to be perpetuated. Simple hygiene practices with even as little as water by itself is enough to maintain being healthy. By creating an entire product line to help them be clean, it's simply reinforcing that they are dirty to begin with, and then they need to smell like Fruity Pebbles to be normal again. Fragrances and unnecessary products are one of the top causes of vulvar skin rashes and irritation. They are creating a problem that doesn't exist in order to profit from the solution. To manipulate minors in this fashion is absolutely unforgivable.
This is Dr. Karen Tang, and in my mind, creating a line of feminine hygiene products targeted at teenagers is basically like marketing cigarettes to minors. It's taking something that there's no need for and preying on the insecurities of young people about what's normal and what's cool to sell a product that has health risks. The only thing that is widely gynecologist tested, approved, and recommended is water. It's all you actually need to wash the vulva. It doesn't smell like a summer breeze or a pina colada, but it's the safest and most effective thing.
My name is Dr. Jessica Gaida. Vulvas and vaginas are not supposed to smell like sunshine and roses. Simply shower, use soap, unscented, or even just water, and you're good to go.
So as you can see, I'm not alone in these concerns. We all started talking about this as gynecologists on the internet, and Vagisil responded. Let me read you their response and talk to you a little bit about the problems with that. There's been a lot of online chatter about OMV today, so we wanted to clarify any confusion or the underlying belief that OMV was developed because there's something wrong with teens or that vulvas or vaginas are inherently dirty. That is not the case. Okay, great. I mean, we're starting out on a good topic here, except that it's not online chatter, it's experts saying you are marketing this very poorly and capitalizing on normal physiologic body function. Vagisil is here to provide safe, gentle, external cleansing products that are gynecologist tested. Saying that your product is gynecologist tested means absolutely nothing. You could say that if you just sent me the product and said, here, test it out, and I said, that's horrible, it's very irritating. It doesn't mean anything that the gynecologist tested it. It's not approved, it's not supported, and you have a whole bunch of gynecologists on the internet right now saying, hey, maybe we shouldn't do this, it's kind of gross. Dr. Jen Gunter also found one of their quote-unquote experts, and this person is apparently myth busting. So here's the myth. For your vagina, any soap will do. Using certain soaps and body washes can cause vaginal pH imbalance. Vagisil CEO and gynecologist, I won't say her name, explain the importance of using a wash specifically designed for vaginal area to help maintain a healthy pH balance. I can't even read this. Do you not know the difference between a vagina and a vulva? They're saying your products are for external use only, and then you're telling me it's created for vaginal health? What? The vagina is on the inside. If you're selling a product and saying for external use only and then advertising it under the myth busting section as this is for your vaginal health, what are you doing? Don't put soap in your vagina. If you're using it on the outside, it still can be problematic, but definitely don't put it on the inside. They're just making normal bodily functions a pathology by saying that you need something to fix that, and you don't. This marketing and this campaign targeted at teens is predatory and is dangerous, and I don't like it. Thanks for being here today, y'all. I will link some other videos in the list over here if you want to watch something else. You don't need anything to make you confident during your period except your own internal confidence that doesn't come from a wipey with artificial fragrances, because nobody needs their vagina to smell like a dreamsicle. That's all.